least to most outgoing zodiac signs. Being outgoing isn't just about loving parties. It's about confidence, energy, and the ability to connect easily with others. Some zodiac signs thrive in social situations, making friends wherever they go, while others prefer a quiet night in with a close circle. From the ones who shy away from the spotlight to the zodiac's natural social butterflies, here's how the signs rank from least to most outgoing. Number 12, Capricorn. Capricorns are more comfortable in professional or structured settings than in wild social environments. They're focused, disciplined, and often see small talk as a waste of time. It's not that they dislike people, they just value meaningful connections over casual chatter. Capricorn would rather network with purpose than mingle for fun. In social situations, they may come off as reserved or serious. But once they trust someone, their dry wit shines. Outgoing isn't their natural mode, but when the occasion calls for it, they can be surprisingly charming. Still, they'll probably be the first to head home early. Number 11, Cancer. Cancers are warm and nurturing, but they're not naturally outgoing. They thrive in familiar environments, surrounded by people they trust. In large or new groups, they may withdraw, preferring to observe rather than dive in. Cancer's social style is intimate. They'd rather have deep, one-on-one conversations than small talk at a party. Their sensitivity makes them cautious about putting themselves out there, since rejection stings more than they'd like to admit. Still, once they feel safe, they can be surprisingly funny and engaging. Outgoing? Not exactly, but welcoming and heartfelt? Absolutely. Number 10, Taurus. Taurus prefers comfort and stability, which makes them less likely to chase after social scenes. They're not shy, but they're selective about where and with whom they spend their energy. A Taurus at a crowded party may gravitate toward the snack table and a small group of close friends. Outgoing isn't their default. They'd rather host cozy gatherings than seek out new people constantly. Still, they can be quite social in the right setting, especially when food, music, and good vibes are involved. Taurus may not work the room, but they'll be loyal company to those they connect with. Number 9, Virgo. Virgos are thoughtful and observant, which can make them seem reserved in big groups. They're not antisocial, but they tend to hang back until they feel comfortable. Virgo prefers meaningful conversations over idle chatter, and they're more likely to connect deeply with a few people than to mingle endlessly. Still, their sharp wit and intelligence make them engaging once they open up. Outgoing for Virgo means being helpful, offering advice, and quietly shining in supportive roles. They're not the loudest voice at the party, but when they do speak, people tend to listen. Number 8, Scorpio. Scorpios are magnetic, but not exactly outgoing in the traditional sense. They're selective about who they let into their circle, and in large groups, they may appear mysterious or reserved. However, their intensity draws people in naturally. When they're in the mood, Scorpios can be captivating storytellers and passionate conversationalists. Outgoing isn't their default. They prefer quality over quantity in social connections. But when they feel comfortable, they can dominate a room with their presence. Their version of being outgoing is less about being loud and more about creating an aura that people can't help but be drawn to. Number 7, Pisces. Pisces is friendly, dreamy, and empathetic, which makes them approachable in social situations. They're not necessarily the life of the party, but they know how to make people feel comfortable. Pisces thrives in smaller groups where they can connect emotionally, but they can also float through bigger crowds with ease. Their outgoing side often shows in their playfulness and creativity. They're adaptable, so they'll join in the fun if the vibe feels right, though they may tire quickly of shallow interactions. Outgoing for Pisces is about being genuine and warm, rather than loud or flashy. Number 6, Aquarius. Aquarius may seem detached at times, but they're surprisingly outgoing when it comes to meeting new people and exchanging ideas. They love conversations that spark their curiosity and are usually surrounded by diverse groups of friends. Aquarius isn't the center of the party type, but they're great at mingling, networking, and connecting people. Their quirky charm makes them approachable, though they sometimes prefer intellectual debates to casual small talk. Outgoing for Aquarius means engaging with others in meaningful or thought-provoking ways. They're social, but always a little unconventional in how they go about it. Number 5, Libra. Libras are natural social butterflies. They thrive in group settings, effortlessly making friends and charming just about anyone they meet. Outgoing comes naturally to them as they love connection, conversation, and keeping the peace. Libra is the one making sure everyone feels included at a party. They're diplomatic, witty, and magnetic, which makes people gravitate toward them. While they can sometimes struggle with indecisiveness, their social grace usually overshadows it. For Libra, being outgoing is second nature. They light up in social environments and make others feel at ease. Number 4, Sagittarius. Sagittarius is adventurous, bold, and thrives on meeting new people. Outgoing for them means telling wild stories, laughing loudly, and dragging friends into spontaneous plans. They're rarely shy, and their optimistic energy draws people in wherever they go. Sag loves to connect with strangers, learn about different cultures, and create memorable experiences with new friends. While they sometimes lack consistency in relationships, their enthusiasm makes them irresistible in social settings. Outgoing for Sagittarius is about excitement, humor, and a fearless approach to connecting with the world. They'll never turn down a chance to socialize. Number 3, Aries. Aries bursts into social settings with energy and boldness. They love meeting new people, starting conversations, and stirring up excitement. Outgoing is their default. They're natural leaders who thrive in group dynamics. Aries loves attention and isn't afraid to make their presence known. Their enthusiasm is contagious, and they often inspire others to join in the fun. They can be a little overwhelming at times, but their charm usually wins people over. Aries is outgoing in a fearless, dynamic way, always ready to dive in, introduce themselves, and keep the energy high. Number 2, Leo. Leos were practically born to be outgoing. They thrive in the spotlight, love attention, and can't resist working a room. Their charisma and confidence make them magnetic in social situations. Leo enjoys entertaining, telling stories, and being admired, which makes them one of the most naturally social signs. Outgoing for Leo is effortless. They shine in any crowd and rarely shy away from attention. Sometimes their need for validation drives their social energy, but it also makes them warm and inclusive. If there's a party, you can bet Leo is either hosting it or stealing the show. Number 1, Gemini. Gemini takes the crown as the most outgoing sign. They're curious, witty, and thrive on conversation. No matter where they are, Geminis can adapt and charm their way into any social circle. Their ability to talk to anyone about anything makes them the ultimate extroverts. They love meeting new people, trying new experiences, and keeping things lively. Gemini's energy is infectious, and they rarely turn down an opportunity to socialize. Outgoing isn't just a trait for them, it's their entire vibe. If you want a friend who will introduce you to everyone in the room, Gemini's your sign. Do you agree with this ranking of the zodiac signs from least to most outgoing? Who do you think deserves to be higher or lower on the list? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to know how your sign shows up socially.